Just doesn't make any sense, Janet. Think about it. If you're the head of a publishing company that's been producing bomb after bomb, wouldn't you want to take a chance on something that's new and innovating? I just want a reason, that's all. We're not willing to take a chance on it isn't good enough. What did he say when he called you back? Is that what he told you? That my novel was too similar to that piece of garbage? Are you sure this idiot even made it past the first chapter? I think I have the right to be a little ticked off, Janet. Look, all I'm asking is for you to see if you can persuade him to read over the first few chapters again. You said it yourself. Once it gets going, you won't be able to put it down. Janet, please. All right. I understand. Thanks for calling me back. Yep. Bye. It's open. Hey, I didn't know you were stopping by.
Yeah, I found Melissa's notebook in one of the study halls this afternoon. I tried texting her, but she hasn't responded yet. I figured I'd stop by and drop it off. Is she here?
No, she left for a night class about 5 minutes ago. I'll see that she gets it.
Are you planning on taking up target practicing again or something?
Oh, yeah. I dug it out of my closet the other day. Rich and I are going to meet at the shooting range later. Since you're here and all, did you happen to get any of my texts?
Nah, I haven't really been checking my phone. What's up?
I was wondering if you went to the coffee shop yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I was going to call you in the morning about that. It's all a huge misunderstanding. She met with Lindsay. You know, her best friend from high school, Lindsay Michaels. They're working on a computer literacy project or something.
You're lying to me, Matt.
What?
I traced the email. It came from Jason Robin.
That's impossible. She met with Lindsay. You must have made a mistake tracing it.
I didn't make a mistake. Jason sent it.
Then show me the email.
I can't.
And why not?
Because only Melissa has access to her college email. I sure as hell don't know the password. She was looking at her messages this morning, and when she left, I was able to open up the email we were looking at the other day. It took me a few tries, but I was eventually able to trace it right back to Jason. I was going to confront her about it, but I figured I would wait until I heard the whole story from you. But instead of coming clean and admitting to me that my wife is screwing around behind my back with this guy, you give me this half-assed story.
Fine. If you won't believe me, then believe this. I took this picture while I was spying on them the other day. That's Melissa. And unless this Jason rather grew blonde hair all the way down his backside, I'm pretty sure that's Lindsay.
Can I see that?
Yeah, knock yourself out.
This isn't possible. How do I know this picture was taken at 5 o'clock on Tuesday?
What?
How do I know you were really there on Tuesday? You said yourself you weren't comfortable with following her. You could have been passing through the coffee shop this morning, spotted Melissa and Lindsay there, and taken the picture then for all I know. All that picture proves was that my wife and her friend were at the coffee shop sometime this week.
This is insane, Bill. For God's sake.
Just answer me this. Tell me. Was there anyone there that looked like this?
Yeah. Yeah, you sat next to me with his friend.
I knew it.
What? Who is it?
It's Jason Rother, Matt. This is his current picture online.
So what? I told you he was probably a student at the college. And anyway, he didn't talk to Melissa once. He talked to his friend for 5 minutes, then he left.
Don't you see what's going on? Melissa wants you and her friends to think that I'm being a paranoid lunatic. She wants you to think that there's nothing going on with her and this guy when there secretly is.
Melissa doesn't have to prove to anyone you're being a paranoid lunatic because you're doing that all by yourself. I went to the coffee shop, Bill. She met with Lindsay. I know because I was there. Just listen to yourself. You're completely and utterly delusional.
I'm not delusional. I'm the only one with common sense.
Common sense? Can't you see how much Melissa loves you? Can't you see how committed to your relationship she is?
And how would you know, Matt? What do you know about love, marriage, or what it's like to be in a relationship? Look, I'm sorry. It's just, this whole thing has been driving me crazy.
There is no thing, Bill. And I can see your whole promise about letting this go is just a bunch of bull.
I said I would let this go if there was nothing going on. But there's something going on here. Please, Matt, I'm asking for your help.
No, I'm done, Bill. Do you understand me?
Fine. If you don't believe me, then I'll just have to solve this by myself.
What do you mean you'll solve this?
I intend to get to the bottom of everything. This is my marriage and it's my problem. You better get going. I'm meeting Rich at the shooting range in 15 minutes. I don't want you blocking me in.
Hi, is Bill here?
No, he just went out.
I was hoping I could talk to him before class today. I didn't see you around campus yesterday. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Sorry I missed him.
Oh, take it easy. I was hoping I could talk to you too. Do you mind if I come in?
Look, Matt, I'm really not in the mood for talking.
What was
right
that?
now. It's nothing. This is why I didn't come to school yesterday. I was hoping the swelling would have come down.
Did Bill do this to you? Answer me!
Yes. I came home Wednesday night and he started accusing me of sleeping with that Jason guy again. I tried to explain everything to him, but then he hit me and then my nose started bleeding and then he did this.
Oh my God. This is all my fault.
What?
Bill saw your email the other day and he asked me to follow you. That's why I was at the coffee shop on Tuesday. I told him I saw Jason there, but when I said he wasn't with you, he refused to listen to me. I had no idea who was planning on doing this to you. I'm so sorry. I promise I'm going to make this right. He's not going to lay another finger on you. Do you understand? Where is he?
He's at the bank. I'm scared, Matt. He's been drinking a lot lately, and he's always looking at that gun of his. He's going out with Rich and a bunch of the guys after dinner. As soon as he leaves, I'm leaving for my sister Karen's. I already have a suitcase packed in the closet.
I didn't know you had a sister.
We haven't been close for years, but once I called and explained what's been going on, she agreed to take me in.
You're doing the right thing, but we really should go to the police first.
Not until I get to Karen's. I just want to get as far away from this as possible. Now I really have to get going. If I'm late for work, Dr. Shadow will call the house.
I can drive to your sister's tonight if you want.
Thank you, Matt, but I don't want you getting involved in this any more than necessary. I promise I'll call you as soon as I get there. Thank you.
Jesus, what the hell are you doing here?
Came over to talk to you about the other night and apologize for the way things turned out. But then I bumped into Melissa. Did you really think that no one would notice that black eye and the bruise on her arm? Are you really that stupid?
What are you talking about?
Don't even start, Bill. Don't even start. How could you? When you said you were going to solve your problems the other night, is this what you had in mind, huh?
What did she tell you, Matt? Did she tell you that I
It
hit her?
doesn't matter what she told me. What was she supposed to say? The old "I walked into a door" excuse? You know, I never thought you would pull something like this again. After all those sessions, after all those promises you made, they're all just a bunch of lies, weren't they? Weren't they? Do you know how many times I've had to defend you over there because of what you did to Becky?
Yeah.
I'm the only one who's been there this whole time.
Right.
You'll pull something like this again.
Because she's
And
a
hurt
real
all
little angel,
people.
right? She's a real little angel, right? Aside from the fact that she's been seeing this Jason guy behind my back for God knows
So
how
now
long.
you're using this bullshit affair there to justify beating her?
I didn't lay a goddamn finger on her! She came home late last night and I noticed the bruises this morning. When I asked her what happened, she told me some high school kid at the gym elbowed her and she fell down.
God, you're pathetic.
Her words, Matt, not mine. Turning your back on me again, huh? I'm not surprised. You've been on her side ever since that scumbag called the house.
Your parents may have been able to buy you out of what you did to Becky, but there's no way in hell they're going to be able to buy you out of this.
I don't need them to buy me out of anything! And I sure as hell don't need you! You don't believe me? Fine! See if I give a shit! You've been a real pal, Matt. Now get out of my house!
Melissa, Jesus Christ, what happened? Why didn't you call me? Melissa. Oh my God. Melissa, where is Bill? Where is he?
He came home, and he caught me trying to leave. He grabbed a knife from the kitchen, then he chased me to the bedroom. Then I saw the gun lying on the dresser, and I...
Stay in here no matter what. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Is he?
I'll call the police. Hi.
Hello, Matt.
I want to apologize about not visiting last weekend. My dad passed out at work. He was sent to a hospital in the city. Lyme disease. Yikes.
Look, I don't expect you to be visiting me every other day, so don't apologize. You're not the one who lost your life after all.
You didn't lose anything. Like I told you before, this is only temporary.
You're one of the only people who think so.
What are you talking about? Who said?
Bill's parents?
I'm not surprised. Bill's mother called me at the apartment after I got back from visiting you the other weekend. She wants me to testify for the prosecution.
What? What did you tell her?
No, of course. Bill was my best friend, but in regards to this, it's just I can't even...
I assume you've been watching the news lately. My in-laws have managed to convince the press that I killed him just so I could get all the money in his accounts.
No, it's ridiculous. Anyone with half a brain wouldn't think twice on it for a second.
Yeah, well, that's what they've been saying.
Unbelievable. You know, they just can't admit the truth about Bill. Maybe if they would have paid more attention to him when he was growing up, they would have seen the signs.
Yeah, I know,
But what?
I can't help but thinking. What if I had shot him in the arm or the leg?
Melissa.
I could have stopped him without...
Melissa! Listen to me. You did what you had to do in order to protect yourself that night. Bill was my best friend, but in regards to this, the man was delusional. The day after I followed you to the coffee shop, he told me he traced the email back to Jason Ronder. He was obsessed and fixated on the idea of you having an affair, and he refused to listen to any kind of reason. He was going to kill you that night, Melissa. Do you honestly think that if you could go back and relive that night, that you would have time to plan out where you were going to shoot him? There was no time to think. It was self-defense. Look, it's normal to look back and question everything that's happened, but don't ever think twice about what you did, because you did nothing wrong. You've been through so much. Do it all, you remain strong. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. I don't care who they are. Going back to what you were saying earlier. Does your lawyer honestly believe that the jury's going to believe the crap that Bill's parents have been feeding the press?
He says it's going to be very hard to tell given who they are and all, but now that you've agreed to testify on my behalf, he thinks we stand a pretty good chance. I don't know if I'll ever be able to thank you enough for this, Matt.
What did you expect me to do? Sit back and let them cry in that courtroom?
Well, this case is going to be getting a lot of attention, given the fact that Bill's parents are CEOs of one of the most successful pharmaceutical companies on the East Coast. Not to mention, Bill is going to inherit all their money one day. If you take the stand on my behalf, everyone's going to think...
Let them think what they want. I don't care who Bill's parents are. I'm the only one who's been there from the beginning. I saw what he put you through. I'm the only one who knows the truth.
I should have thought higher of you when it came to this, Matt. You're the one who's been there for me no matter what. Thank you.
You don't have to thank me. I figure when someone like you comes along, you're worth fighting for.
I don't know what to say.
You don't say anything. It's so great to see you smile. It's been too long.
Well, you've been trying to cheer me up for God knows how long. It was bound to work eventually.
Look, I can't promise that you'll get off with nothing, but what I can tell you is that I'll do everything that I can to make sure that you do. If things turn out the way I expect them to and you're set free, do you still want to keep in touch with each other?
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Great. I have back-to-back exams tomorrow, but I can visit the day after.
All right. Good night, Matt.
And I'm Melissa.
And thank you for everything.
Melissa? Hello? Melissa? Anyone home? Melissa! See, I told you everything would work out.
Matt, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just couldn't wait to see you. How's it feel being a free woman? Wonderful, I bet.
I really wish you would have told me you were coming over.
I tried calling you, but I
Hey,
figured I should
Melissa,
just...
there's a car parked out front. What the hell is she doing here?
What? Wait a minute. I know you. I saw you at the coffee shop on campus. Bill showed me your picture. You're Jason Rother. Oh my God, Melissa, please tell me this
You
isn't...
get the hell out of here. Tell him to leave. He has no business being here.
I just want to tell him he has the right to know.
Are you insane?
What harm can it do? It's not as if anyone can do anything about it now. Besides, we owe it to him.
So, Bill was right? Is that what you're telling me? That Bill was right this entire time?
Yes, Bill was right. I know it's hard to understand, but
How could you? How is this even possible? How long have you been with him?
we've been together for over a year now.
Over a year? A year? What about your phone? When I found it that day, it only had a handful of text messages from him.
That's because I had been deleting them as soon as I got them. You have to understand. I didn't want Bill to know at first, but then I realized that...
Wait. You didn't want Bill to know at first? What are you trying to say? You wanted Bill to know you were having an affair? That's why he called the house that morning. It wasn't just some random incident like you had me and Bill believe. He knew you wouldn't be home to answer it. He wanted Bill to. Oh my God. Everything Bill accused you of. What about the email?
Melissa, you've told him enough. You don't have to
I
tell him
asked
anything
Jason to
else.
send it.
But that's impossible. I followed you. You met with Lindsay.
I was never going to meet Jason at the coffee shop that day, but I had to make Bill think that I was going to. I left my college email open on purpose. Knowing Bill, I knew he would either follow me there himself or ask one of his friends to. If he had barged in the place, convinced that I was there meeting some guy, do you realize how crazy he would have looked? I mean, just look at what happened with you. When you came to the coffee shop and saw me working with Lindsay, you thought that Bill was lying about Jason sending the email. That was the whole point, Matt. That was why I did everything I did. I had to make everyone, including you, believe that he was a paranoid lunatic.
But why? What possible purpose could you have of turning me, of turning Lindsay, of turning everyone against Bill?
Because if you all believed that Bill was a paranoid lunatic, fixated on the idea of me having affairs, then you would all believe that he was abusing me.
Melissa, do you have any idea what you're doing?
What difference does it make? It's not as if anyone can do anything about it now anyway.
What did you say? Everyone would believe Bill was abusing you? Are you telling me he never laid a finger on you? That the black guy and the bruiser You were the one who hit her, weren't you? It was all self-inflicted, wasn't it?
I asked him to. We had to make it look authentic. I know it must sound messed up, but
I defended you! And you killed him. You planted the knife on the bedroom floor, trashed the place by yourself, and murdered Bill in cold blood.
That's enough, Jason! I said that's enough! That's
This has
enough!
gone far enough. I want him out of here now!
Give me a minute with him.
Are you absolutely insane?
He's down, Jason. He's not going to try and hurt me again. I just can't leave him like this. 1 minute, please. Then he'll be out of our lives for good. Just Get back to packing in the bedroom. If I need you for anything, I'll call you. Please.
Why? Why did you do it?
I'm not proud, but you knew all about Bill's parents. You knew all about how much money they had.
So that's it? It was all about money? Money?
It was about love, Matt. I know you wouldn't understand, but it really was true love.
The only thing I understand is that you used me. You used me so I'd testify and you would get away with murder. Does your sister know?
Matt, please.
Does she?
Matt, I don't have a sister. I had to make her up so you'd believe my story. I'm sorry.
Save it. Just save it. You really think this is over? Well, I got news for you. This isn't over by a long shot. I'm gonna make sure you pay for what you did to Bill.
And what are you going to do, Matt?
The police for starters. And then I'm gonna tell the story to every news station across the country. Everyone's gonna know what kind of an animal you are.
Matt, you know that won't do any good. I was already tried for Bill's murder. I can't be tried again. I can't even begin to imagine how you're feeling right now, and frankly, if I was in your place, I wouldn't blame you. It's just, I wanted you to know that not everything I said to you was a lie. Jason and I, we're going to be leaving for Paris in the morning. You won't have to worry about me being in your life anymore.